Hello everyone, welcome to a brand new video of F1 2020 My Team. Today on the calendar, the British Grand Prix. But before we get into that, we have to get ourselves a new driver because we don't have enough to negotiate with Schumacher, because he wants 2 million and we only have 1.6 million. As you're going to see in the second year, we don't have enough money. So we're going for another driver, and if I'm very honest with you, I don't really care that we can't afford Mick Schumacher. And let's see who else we can get now. So, yeah. It's time to go to the driver market then. Alright, so who we'll be taking is probably going to be Jack. Jack looks like a good option because his rating is higher than that from Schumacher. And he's less expensive. His awareness is way higher than that from Schumacher. And I think we can make Jack better than Schumacher eventually. So I'm going to just go with him.
Here, you can make an offer to your driver. The more you offer, the greater the chance of them agreeing to it.
Alright.
Careful not to insult drivers though. If you do, they might refuse to deal with you anymore in this negotiation period.
Alright, I guess we'll just go low risk. And he signed. Yee. Cha-cha, real smooth. Alright, so we now have ourselves a new driver. And we don't have any money. We have 44,000 bucks. But first of all, let's get our man a simulator training, sorry. And then we'll get ourselves I want to go for team building, but I don't have that much money, and it's gonna cost me 10k. We're just gonna do it anyways. Alright, things are looking pretty good, and it looks like we got ourselves an invitational event, which is absolutely fantastic because we're gonna get some money out of it, and we're gonna need that money.
Here we are then, the calm before the storm, as we wait for this field of iconic cars to burst into life for the historic invitational event today. I'm delighted to have the opportunity to be here and welcome along to all of you at home as well. So grab a cup of tea and get ready as our competitors make their final preparations.
Here we are then in Japan, if I'm correct. And into turn 1 we already exceeded the track limits because this car, I don't know how to describe it. The first invitational event was with a 2010 Red Bull, I believe. And that one actually drove pretty nice. But this thing, it's straight up horror. I don't know what to say about it here. Again, exceeding track limits. We didn't get a penalty or warning for that, which was quite weird. But at the end, we also got a close call because I thought that we weren't going to make it. And we only had 2 seconds remaining. Otherwise, we would have been too late. But we didn't make it, so that is a good thing, of course. Anyways, we got ourselves some money and some acclaim. And I just realized that we have 2 days left. So I'm going to just use that for a sponsor event. It will cost us $5,000, but we do have some new money now. So it's going to be alright. And oh, great. So my pistons failed. Alright. Well, that sucks. Straight up, that sucks. Oh, I see that we are now better than AlphaTauri as well. So we're better than Alfa Romeo and AlphaTauri now. Alright, so we're improving slowly, but we are. That's a good thing. But then now it's time for practice, which we're gonna skip, of course. And we're just gonna restart this engine cover distribution thingy, because it's a major upgrade, and as long as it works, it's fine with me. And bad news, because AlphaTauri made upgrades, so we're now below them. Alright, we jump into qualifying 1, lap 3, because lap 1 and lap 2 were not that good. We're at the bottom of the table. Only my teammate, Giovinazzi, and a few others are doing worse than me. So that's why I'm going for another lap here in Q3. And let's hope that we can make it through to Q2. Because, if I'm very honest with you, I'm pretty bad in rain conditions. So, it's gonna be tough to get through to Q2. If we're gonna get through to Q2. The time is almost 6/10 faster than my previous best. And that is enough for P12. So we are through to Q2. Let's see if our teammate is. Nope, we just kicked him out. We kicked him out by improving our lap time. So even in the worst case scenario, we will start in front of our teammate, Jack. So that is good news, I think, I guess, hopefully, maybe. And yeah, let's go to Q2. It's now dry, but there is a problem though, because the track isn't completely dry. So it is dry, but I can't drive full speed, because otherwise I'll have problems with spinning out. And we're on P2, so I guess we can go to Q3, hopefully. Let's see if it works. Speed up, speed up. And we are straight up, not even P14, we're lower. We're last place, because everyone went out when it got even drier. 2.6 seconds slower. Because, yeah, we only did one run, and it was when it was still quite wet on the track. I should have gone. I should have gone another time when it was drier. That's a big rip for us. That's my first big mistake in this Grand Prix.
See how our drivers are stacking up after yesterday's exciting qualifying session. Lewis Hamilton lines up on pole position, and it's Valtteri Bottas that completes the front row. Looking at the rest of today's grid, we have Vettel, Leclerc, Max Verstappen and Albon, Perez, Sainz, Kvyat and Pierre Gasly, Ricciardo, Stroll, Lando Norris and Raikkonen, Ocon, the owner-driver, Jack Aitken and George Russell, Grosjean, Magnussen, Giovinazzi and Nicholas Latifi. It's almost time for those 5 red lights to go out. Then let's see who can prevail today.
Now that we've got some points on the board, let's continue this form and aim for another top 10 finish.
Jeff, I'll try. Not sure if it's gonna work though, but I'm gonna try it. Wait, that's not a lot of fuel. That is 36 kilograms of fuel. I don't know if that's gonna be enough. Oh, anyways, the game says it is, so it will probably be enough. Time for formation lap. We're gonna skip it, just like always, because it's quite boring. And we just go through Ocon, because that's how realistic this game is, because you can go through other people in real life as well. Good job, Codemasters, I love you. Anyways, it's time to get to the grid again, as I had a voice crack. But still, we are in front of our teammate Jack, and that of course already makes me happy enough. But anyways, the lights go on. I go into Rich and overtake as the 5 red lights are on. And it's lights out, and away we go, off with a good start around the outside of Raikkonen. And we fly past a lot of people, I don't even know how many. It's just a good start for us, as we almost made contact with 2 people there, holy crap. Hello Gasly, goodbye Gasly, goodbye Perez. We're up to P8 now. Holy. And what an amazing start of this Grand Prix. That is absolutely fantastic, as we now see a start. The start from my teammates' perspective. Look at me at the right side of the screen. I just yeeted away. Oh wow. What an absolutely fantastic start from this Grand Prix. Wow. And I always notice that a lot of AIs are very cautious at the start of a Grand Prix, and I'm just throwing my car there as a torpedo, as Daniel Kvyat, but then far worse. So I guess that's one of the reasons that I always manage to gain a lot of positions during the start. But yeah, this is where I have a problem. The second big problem in this Grand Prix. Look at this, alright? The fuel is going down like crazy. I'm just driving in standard here, and it's going down like crazy. And you might be wondering, like, well, how? How is it possible that your fuel is going down that fast? Just like in Bahrain, it's going down extremely fast, and I have to drive in lean mixture to not lose any fuel. Well, that is because I just found this out. There are practice sessions, and in those practice sessions there is a certain practice program which you have to drive 5 laps consistently, and the computer will calculate how much tire wear you have, how much fuel you use, and what your overall lap times are. And I made a big mistake there. I drove that in lean mixture, which means that the computer calculated what amount of fuel I had to use. But that means that I have to drive in lean mixture the entire race. So that is a downside. There's a downside to that, and there's a good side to that. Downside is that I'm going to be very slow. Good side to that is that I'm not going to use my engine components. They're not going to be that as worn out as driving in standard mixture. As Perez just went in for an overtake, I'll be able to catch him here around the inside. Close call. Yes, we are. Whew, that was a close call. But I have to drive in lean mixture the entire race, so this is going to be one hell of a struggle. It definitely is going to be a struggle. Anyways, here, this is also a problem. People are gonna push me, like Kvyat here. So I gotta go into rich mixture to prevent them from overtaking. And that is gonna cost me a lot of fuel, which I don't have. So I'm not sure if I'm even gonna finish this race, because it could be that I'm just gonna be stranded at the side of the road with no fuel. As we now have Perez going around the outside, going side to side with him. We have the inside here. Is he going to overtake us? No, he isn't. And this is going to be a very painful moment for me, because I'm going into the pits and a lot of people are going for an overcut. And a lot of those people are going to be faster than me. So I think I'm going to lose a hell of a lot of positions here, because I'm going in for an undercut. So that sucks. Straight up, it sucks. But we're going for a pit stop now. Come on, boys, hurry a bit.
Go, exit now. We're racing.
And Gasly just overtook us in the pit lane because my pit crew wasn't fast enough. Come on, Gasly, you're on the hard compound, I'm on mediums.
Last stop. No more scheduled pit stops.
I'm gonna try to overtake Gasly here into turn, what is it, turn 2, turn 3? I think it's called turn 3, turn 4, this. As I'm going around the inside here of Gasly, we almost made contact there. But I got his DRS and I got P21, so I'm happy with that. My teammate, I want to say Mick, but it's of course Jack now, is in the pits. And he's going in for a set of hards, which I don't understand. He should have just gone for the mediums, if I'm very honest with you, because it's just a way faster tire compound. As Kvyat bumps into my rear end, and he is off the track, and straight up 2 seconds later, Perez is having an engine failure. Holy, that went from 0 to 100 in what, a few seconds. Sergio Perez is out of the session, and Kvyat is going to curse for spinning out. What a big rip for him. But anyways, we are up to P14, and that is not bad. I'm not gonna lie, I'm pretty happy with that, since I'm driving in lean mixture this entire time. You can't forget that, and I'm in P14. and there are more people in the pit lane, so we might even be able to overtake more people, and we are up to P11. I'm happy with that. P11 for just what? What did I do? P11 for a good start, because I think I gained a lot of positions during the start, and that really made the difference. Hey, look who's behind me. It's my teammate. And I'm thinking now, right? My teammate is faster than me. I'm gonna do the same thing as in Bahrain. I had the same problem as now in Bahrain, and I'm gonna use the same solution as in Bahrain. I'm just gonna let my teammate go, and here you see the here you see it from his perspective. I'm just gonna let him go, and because I'm gonna use his DRS to stay close to him, and if I can't stay close to him, at least he can push on to drive away. So it looks like we are fast enough if we have DRS. Let's hope that this strategy works. It's lap 17 now, and we are still right behind him, so it looks like the strategy is working. Our lap times are improving a lot by using his DRS. So if there's going to be a driver of the day, I really hope that it's going to be Jack. But anyways, we now jump into lap 19, and we have Giovinazzi trying to overtake us around the inside. No contact was made, but there is a yellow flag. And let's see what happens. I see that there is a racing point standing still on track. AKA, that's got to be Lance Stroll, because Perez is out of the session. There was no contact made, but holy crap. Stroll just drove into... And George Russell is out of the session now as well with engine failures. I don't know how many people are cursing today, but this is probably... I never expected this to happen in this Grand Prix. So many things. A new driver. A bad decision made from us. A lot of people retiring from this session. Who in the world expected that to happen in this Grand Prix? Holy moly, eh? Jack, how are you? And if I'm very honest with you, I'm actually happy that he's on the hard compound, because otherwise he would have been driving away from me. And because he's on the hard, I'm still able to stay with him. And Lewis Hamilton crosses the line. You're an absolute legend. Good job, Lewis, for winning this Grand Prix. But there's only one real legend here in this Grand Prix, and that legend is my teammate Jack, who just carried me through this entire Grand Prix. And if I'm very honest with you, I hope that he's driver of the day. Please tell me he is. He is! Jack! He is driver of the day. Well deserved. I'm so happy with having this teammate.
And Mercedes have pulled off a great victory here today. So Anthony, what made the difference out there today?
I think that smart tyre management on track and very smooth driving definitely assisted in their victory today. That combination meant they got the absolute maximum out of their tyres at all times.
And I can see the drivers starting to approach the podium for the victory celebrations. A real team victory today. Everybody played their part. Congratulations then to Mercedes, your race winners today. So then, it's time to see how this result affects the Drivers' Championship. It's a great result for Lewis Hamilton, who moves further ahead at the top of the table. After an incredible day of racing, who was your driver of the day, Ant?
Well, for me, it's got to be Lewis Hamilton. The multiple world champion may be the boring choice at this point, but you can't argue that he's a driver deserving of his reputation.
Let's move on to the constructors. Mercedes continue to extend their lead. There was also a strong showing from the McLaren team today, as they make their way up the standings. Well, Ant, an end to another fantastic weekend of racing. Thanks to everyone who joined us, and we'll see you for the next one.
What? I still have no words for this. Even though we got no points in this Grand Prix, it's absolutely fantastic. I think Haas has something to celebrate as well. P13 for Kevin Magnussen. Looking pretty sharp. But I'm so happy with P11 and P12, even though there are no points. Jack, if you keep this up the entire season, I'm gonna renew your contract. I'm not gonna get myself a real F1 driver. I'm gonna stick with him because he is absolutely fantastic. Anyways, it's time to make ourselves ready for the press. What happened? Aero package. I'm not gonna give any credit to the engine department, even though they didn't make a mistake. It was me, of course. I'm glad I could live up to their expectations.
You lost to your teammate today. Was it just not your day?
I don't care that I lost. I'm actually happy that I lost to him because this, yeah, Jack proved to me that he is a good driver.
His home Grand Prix. Do you think they enjoyed themselves out
I
there?
really hope they do because I enjoyed watching him drive like an absolute master in my car. He drove absolutely fantastic.
Great. Well, that's everything.
Alright. Anyways, guys, if you enjoyed watching today's video, don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video of F1 2020 My Team.